In Chapter 1, Lesson 4, we're going to talk about promoting health and wellness. What we can do to continue to make ourselves healthy and live long and full lives based on what we've learned in previous lessons, especially related to risks and other things that can have an impact on our health. Let's take a look at how important health education really is. Today, America spends $2.3 trillion each year on healthcare, or that's about $7,600 per person. Imagine the amount of times people need to go to the emergency room, the doctor, the clinic, buying band-aids, getting medicine, all the different things, of which a high percentage or a large percentage of the different reasons people get sick and injured probably could be prevented, could be reduced, could possibly be avoided if we took care of ourselves and really, we're on the lookout for our health. In this country, we simply don't do that enough. Much of that could be avoided if people made healthier decisions and took responsibility for their wellness. We live too much in the now and living for today. That cheeseburger sounds great. Yeah, I had one yesterday, no big deal. Yeah, I'll have a candy bar to go with it, when this type of behavior is going to add up and we need to change it and say, you know what, I need to eat healthy. I'm even going to go for a walk or a run and burn a few calories. And ultimately, health education includes providing accurate health information and teaching health skills to people to make healthy decisions. You think about yourself as a high school student, you're at a point where you can start to do this. Younger brothers or sisters or smaller children may not be at a position where they know what's right and wrong in terms of their own health, and we want to be able to teach people as they get older. And this doesn't just happen in school. This could be beneficial to adults of all ages. In a moment, I'm going to show you a funny little video clip from The Simpsons with Homer Simpson. And ultimately, health education is important because you don't want to end up like Homer in this video.
Dime? What's a dime? Oh, a dime. Oh! Oh! Oh, I'm feeling this. Oh! Ooh, my head's gonna be sore in the morning. Oh!
Excuse me, you're doing this station note backwards. Let me show you how to do it like a man.
Rainier Wolfcastle. Oh, I love your movies and your power sauce bars and your Todd Ripley.
Hey, that's enough. Now step over to the Abdominator, and I will shout slogans at you. Push, harder, go faster, Max. Reach over the top. Master your ass.
Wow, Wolfie. 2 months ago, I didn't know what the word dumbbell meant. This place is great.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Homer didn't know what a gym was, called it a gym, nor did he know how to use the machines. And with some help and some education, he was able to start making himself a little bit more healthy. So we want to become health literate. To become an informed individual who can make sound health decisions, one must need to know how to find health information, where you're going to access the information and make sure that it's reliable. You have to be able to decide if the information is correct, because we know there are a lot of phony or not so reliable websites out there, or maybe your friend just isn't that reliable giving you the information. You need to be able to assess the risks and benefits of the treatment. If you're buying some medicine, especially over the counter, a doctor isn't necessarily right there to tell you all the information of it. You need to be able to make a good choice based on what you know or what you've read or learned. You also need to figure out how much medicine to take and understand test results. There's a lot that goes into buying products and making good health literate decisions on your own. And this really leads into what we call health literacy. Health literacy refers to a person's capacity to learn about and understand basic health information and services to use these resources to promote one's health and wellness. Basically, can you learn about health, apply it to your life, go out and buy products that potentially could be good for you, or maybe they're not so good, and you have to be able to know why. And a lot of the assignments that we're going to do in this class are going to be health literacy type of assignments. We're going to do a so what paper in Mr. Sagan's class. We're going to do a big research project where you're going to have to determine whether the websites you find contain good information that you want to put in your project. We'll do some article reviews, web quests. We'll be using iPads. You'll be using different forms of technology that certainly get you out and getting more comfortable with the resources that are out there related to health and whether or not you feel that they're ones you want to use and you would recommend to other people. This circle chart gives a pretty good representation of what you can do when it comes to the qualities of a health literate individual. Starting up here on the left, we talk about a person who is a critical thinker and problem solver, meaning you can analyze information and make a decision and solve problems based on what you know and what you've learned. Or maybe you're able to go out and find information to help you make that decision. On the right over here, we have a person who's a responsible, productive citizen, being able to do things that not only help themselves, but potentially help other people along the way. An effective communicator is always important when it comes to health because we need to be able to not only determine what is going on in our lives, but maybe even communicate with others to determine what's going on in theirs and come up with a solution, whatever it might be. Whether that's talking to a doctor about medicine or talking to a friend about some grief or sadness or some depression issues you might be dealing with, and being able to try and find a path that will get you to feel better and feel more healthy. And of course, we want a self-directed learner, someone who can do these things on their own. You think about when you're a young kid, or those of you who have younger brothers or sisters, you're kind of always ragging on mom and dad to get the answers to your questions, especially about your body, how you feel. You know, you have an owie, you have some sort of injury. You want to be able to solve these problems on your own, and that might start with looking it up on the internet and coming up with, hey, you should go buy this, or this is what you should do to stretch to make a sore hamstring feel better. And throughout your life, you're going to find different ways to do that. And there's great sites, you know, WebMD, CDC, a lot of different websites that have great information that hopefully you'll start accessing more and more as you feel that you have a need to find that information.